Yes. Some fun ideas for you guys to try out today. I'm always on the lookout for new ways to play arpeggios, right? So sometimes I like to play in position. Sometimes I like to take small little fragments and move them across the fretboard. And in this case, I'm going to be skipping some strings, doing some tapping, and maybe even adding some slides to the tap notes. So what we're working with here is seventh chords. So seventh chords involve 4 different notes: a root, a third of some kind, a fifth of some kind, a seventh of some kind. In this case, I started out with a D minor seventh, and I kind of slid into another note that added the ninth as well. So let me talk you through that. So I'm starting on the 5th fret. I'm going to go to the 8th fret to hit the minor third. Tap note is going to be the 5th, so that's an A note on the 12th fret. So far would sound like this. Next string down, I'm going to go to the 3rd string. I'm going to hit 5, 7, and keep in mind these are hammer-ons from nowhere. So that hammer-on concept is the same as if you were doing it like this. The only difference is we're not adding a pick note in there at all. This is all accuracy and strength from the left hand. So far. Next up, I'm going to tap again on the 10th fret. This time I'm going to go to the E string, 5 and 8 with my left hand, fingers 1 and 4. Last note, I'm going to use my middle finger because I think it's comfortable, to the 10th fret. All together. And then we can come back the way we came. Pretty smooth sound there. One thing that really helps out, you can get one of these fret wrap things, or you can get a hair tie. It's just a way of making the string noise, it's taming the string noise is what it's doing. Can you do it without it? Yeah, you got to be a little bit more aware of what this hand is doing and how it's being positioned. So for example, as I come in here, I'm kind of resting against the lower portion of the neck, or I should say the top of the neck here. And I'm just making sure that my hand is covering some of these notes. It's not going to be as clean as with the fret wrap, but not too bad. And you'll find that actually when you're in a band setting or when you're playing in the context of a mix, you don't notice that stuff too terribly if you're conscious of this hand position. Okay, so that's a minor 7th. What if we want to do a major 7th? So we can, I'm going to go to a C major 7th in this case. We'll need the notes C, E, G, and B. So it's going to look like this. Starting with my first finger on 3. I'm going to go up to 7th fret now, same string with my pinky. I'm going to jump over and do my tap note. Now on the G note, that's going to be the 10th fret. Moving over to the 3rd string, 4 and 5 with fingers 1 and 2. Tap note on 9. I'm going to do 3rd fret on the 1st string with my first finger. Tap pinky note on the 7th fret here. And then I'm going to squeeze my middle finger in here to complete that last note. That's a C on the 8th fret. All together. Here's what it would sound like in the context of a track. Really dig the way these things sound. Really smooth, flowing vibe to them. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Here's that pattern I was just using in the clip. Couple of final tips because I know this stuff can be tricky when you're first getting into it. Regarding the left hand, you may not have the strength or dexterity to perform a lick like this just yet, but not to worry. You don't have to be a virtuoso, you just need the right kind of practice. And that involves going very slowly between the fingers, making absolutely sure that every note has roughly the same volume, something like this. Another thing that can really help is anchoring the tapping hand. So anchoring, if you didn't have a pick, you can do that with your thumb. It really helps out on your accuracy. Now, if you are holding a pick, like I do, I kind of sandwich it between the thumb and the first finger. I'm using either my palm or my forearm to get contact with the instrument, and that's helping to give me a better targeting system so that these notes have more accuracy. By all means, let me know how this stuff goes in the comments below, and if you enjoyed it, consider giving me a like or subscribing, and make sure that bell notification is activated. I'll see you next week with another video. Thanks so much for watching.